Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for tuning into the Healing Room Tarot channel. If this is your first time visiting, thank you. Hope you like, share, subscribe for later for other videos. But I have to quickly come on because today is Monday, and that means it is time for our spiritual progress report. Um, Today has already been a very full day for me in just these few hours. These few hours have been amazing. Um, and so I had to quickly get on. I was instructed to get on as soon as possible. I'm trying to plug up my computer here. There we go. Um, and so I had to do my, my normal routines in the morning and everything, and had to do a few things, and then I'm here. So thank you for tuning in. Um, really? Okay. I'm sorry. uh, Whenever you hear me say stuff like that, it means I've gotten instructions from Spirit. So Spirit told me to do like a split deck reading. I'm going to be, but what that means or how I saw it was using two different decks and splitting them. But the King of Cups did just fall out, so I'm going to continue to shuffle until Spirit tells me to split this deck. Excuse me. Excuse me. I might need to do some dusting in here a little later too. Okay. All right. So with this first half, we have the King of Cups, Massive Happiness, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, King of Cups. Then we have the Queen of Swords. I'm not going to attempt to act like I know all the zodiac placements. It's only a few of the cards. I'm going to just be serious and real with you on that. You have the King of Cups and the Queen of Swords here. Two different people, masters of their crafts, um, arts, and things like that. And then next is the Wheel of Fortune, which means they are destined to meet. So at this time, you are destined to meet someone. And Queen of Swords is air energy, so I can't say that. So uh, what Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So take it how it resonates for you. Um, so it could be a water sign meeting an air sign, or if you are fire, earth, you or air, you could be meeting a water sign. If you're water, fire, or earth, you could be meeting an air sign. Either way, you're destined to meet. You are destined to meet. And it's going to be a celebratory meeting. It doesn't necessarily mean like relationship, but it could be the because there's three chalices here, right? And in some weddings, you will see the couple pouring their two cups into one. So it could mean a relationship. It could mean a marriage for some of you, but it could also mean a celebration because once you start meeting, let me see. Okay, yeah. Once you start meeting, or once you have met this person, let me put it, say it that way. Uh, it's like they show you new opportunities that you never knew existed. It's a celebration for you because you're learning new things, you're acquiring new skill sets. They're introducing you. Say if you're like if it's like a business type of setting, it's like new industry. They're teaching you some ways of the trade, is what I'm hearing. Um, and so because you are hearing and receiving all of this information, it's celebratory for you because it means it's going to change your outcome. Your fortune is changing. And then we have the three of swords here. Um that three of swords is usually represented in a heart that has been broken, that has been tortured, I guess you would say. Um, but on in this deck, it's on a set of wings, which lets me know that this has something to do with what I'm getting is taking flight, like a direction that you wanted to go into. It was always painful to go into, but this person has come to make it light for you. So, say if you let's go back to industry. So, say if you've had a business idea and you've been trying to get it off ground, and every time it's always something like it's a no. Like say you apply for a loan, you didn't get the loan. You try to connect with a small group of other small business owners, and you try to go in, and at first they were welcoming, but then all of a sudden they ousted you. They just kicked you out. Um, or you just could never get on the same page, so you decided to leave. And so, what Spirit is saying is that this person is going to make it so that you don't experience this. The bottom of the deck is Two of Cups here. So, that it is a divine partnership, encountership. So, again, this could be the person that you're meant to work with or that will work you is your help mate. That is what the Bible calls a unionship, right? And I think, not think, somewhere down the road, man twisted the words uh, because, and I don't know why I'm going here, but either way, I'm just going to go. The Bible often talks about how it is not good for man to be alone, meaning man, the human being, man. And that is so because it is better to have another set of eyes looking at the same problem because what you don't see, the other person will see, and vice versa. And so there's always that balance. And so, with this Two of Cups coming, again, it could be unionship, but it could just mean a partnership is happening. Not to say that the partnership that is happening is going to be solely platonic. Excuse me. Okay, go to this other day. Okay. Emperor is here, and it's in the upright. Okay. Interestingly enough, the same cards from last week has come out. So along with this emperor, and remember the emperor is like it, I, I was getting ready to say something else, but I heard plain as day the King of Kings. This is what the emperor is. King of Kings, right? Because the King of Kings means it's a mastery of all the other king sets. It's all the kings into one person. And the next thing that came out is the Five of Wands in reverse, which means there was this battle going along. Um, this emperor has gone through so many things and have failed. Again, that gives me the Three of Swords energy. It's like every time there was a battle of swords, this person had succumbed a little bit. I'm not going to say necessarily succumb as in completely failed, but it's like what they say, you may have lost the battle, but you didn't lose the war. It's that same reference, is what I'm getting. But then afterwards, you have the Five of Cups here, but it's in the upright, meaning now this emperor is paying attention to all of the victories that did happen. All even though there were small wins, a win is a win, right? And when you start, it has to do something with your throat with speaking. So maybe if some things just because all of a sudden it's like my throat is getting restricted, allergetically speaking. Um, But what is happening is that you're now focusing on your small victories. And because you're paying attention to your smaller victories, what's happening is that you're now manifesting more wins than not, right? And when you pay attention and focus on all the positive things in your happy that happening in your life, that's what tends to happen is that the victories continue. It's like you're nurturing the seeds of victory. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles, and it's in reverse, but it's like you have everything that you need already. You just have to learn how to apply what you already have. And the next card that comes after that is Eight of Cups, meaning you're moving into the right direction by paying attention, but it's something more to the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, um, because you're. Oh gosh. Okay. Um, so spirit just flashed me before me my current situation. Not everybody knows, but I will say this: it is the energy of you're waiting to do something, but you don't know what it is. But spirit is telling you at this time to keep moving anyway. Keep moving in this new direction. Keep moving. And what I'm seeing, so I want you to pay attention to how this looks. Uh, the reverse is right here, and it looks like it's a reflection, but the person is walking, as this person is walking in the right direction, this person is also walking away from the past. This person is walking away from a bad reflection. So how are you looking at yourself during this time? Are you still beating yourself up for things that happened in the past? Well, it's time to walk away from that. It's time to grow from that. And as you're doing so, you're walking into something new. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. I want to show something that just caught my eye, and I've never caught this before. So I want you to pay attention to that little gold cross there, right? You see that gold cross? As you're walking into something new. And remember, we started off with the emperor. The emperor is somebody who has mastered a lot of things. Look what's in the emperor's hand. That same little gold cross that was stuck in the trees. It's almost as if Spirit is saying, keep walking away and you're going to find your power. You're going to walk into your emperor energy. As you keep walking right now, you're already just like you are a destined emperor. You are a destined master. And as you continue to walk, even in your current state, it's that thing of the lost prince, the lost prince, and we see it so many times in so many fictional storylines. The prince was removed from the rest of the family for whatever reason. The prince doesn't know that he's a prince, or that he's of royal bloodline, and he goes through these tests and trials throughout his life. And then when it comes to that peak time in his life, the prince begins to walk in destined paths, right? And destiny takes the prince from basically not knowing who he was to walking into his birth given right, is what I'm hearing. So a lot of people, you're getting ready to walk from what you thought was your life, getting ready to walk into your birth given right, where you are the master, you are the emperor, you are of this royal blood and bond. And what happens is that you you can rest. Four of Swords, right? This is the rest card for me. This is, you can take your rest and heal, and this is where you're going, because as this person is continuing to walk towards the cups, it's imperative that you rest so that you have mental clarity, because at the end of the day you have two swords. This is the last card that I pulled from. I haven't looked at the bottom of the deck yet, but you have the two of swords. And it's like everything that wasn't clear, even though you don't see it, you will understand it. You will already know which direction to move in, um, which road to take, even though you don't see it now, because because you have continued to walk in this new direction, because you have been resting the way that Spirit has been asking you to rest in, and resting not all the time means sleep. It means taking your necessary breaks. It means going outside and enjoying nature. It means to listen to music sometimes. The real simple things. And because you're doing that, you are nurturing that is within. So when it gets time for you to make this decision, what happens is that, and again, this is the moon. Something that you don't see is hidden, but it means that just because you don't see it now, you're going to inherently and instinctively make the right decisions. And because you do, you have a great reward. What did I just say? The moon in the bottom of the deck is the moon. The overall energy is this energy that is something that you don't see, but it's good for you. And interestingly enough, in this deck, um, of course, they have the Cancer, the crab here, but they also have a tower there. So it's like the towers in your life. It's almost like the towers in your life are going to be revealed, and you're going to see how they helped you, how they groomed you to be this emperor. You're going to start to see a few things, excuse me, that you never saw before, and you're going to understand the why. And as other towers come, you'll be able to see them. But I don't think that they're towers because, and what this is giving me is this is towers that you have constructed, but not for shaking things. It's just that it's almost like a pedestal. Let me put it that way. It's like you're creating something that's going to put you up on a platform. And of course, you don't see it immediately, but as you're walking in a direction that you're walking in, it's like whatever you do, it's going to push you up where people, they have no choice but to see you. They have no choice but to recognize you. And because, and with this two of swords here, you're not going to all the time see what's in front of you, but you're going to always make the right choice, which is why it's important for you to rest, because a part of resting means that you are, I don't want to say training or taming, but you are preparing your intuition to kick in. It's that energy of you're learning to listen to your intuition more. And because you do so, because there's going to be this clarity here, because you do so, you're going to have a victorious uh, way of life. And then you have this person that's coming to help you. However you fall into the deck, you have this king coming, you have this queen coming that's going to help you with your endeavors. And it's faded. All of this is faded. Even going back to you walking into the direction of, hold on, I want to make sure it looks okay. So I have two different cameras that show two different things. So I'm gonna start for here. You're going from this to this. You're walking into your destiny. You're going from this to this, walking into your destiny. And so you have to just keep walking at this time. You have to keep going. You have to continue to do the things that you are doing. You have to continue to go within. You have to continue to separate yourself from people. You have to continue fasting, whatever it is that you're doing to connect with spirit at this time. Spirit is asking you to keep doing it and keep moving forward, whatever forward movement looks like for you during this time, because I don't know. The Four of Cups in reverse just flipped over, and it's in the reverse. So some of the Two of Swords is here again. Let me see, what is this? We have the Knight of Swords in reverse. Negative thinking is what I'm getting. Always looking over your shoulder, not really being it's that I'm hearing sabotage energy. It's like you don't have to worry about these things anymore. You don't have to worry about heartbreak. You have the Eight of Pentacles here that's in reverse. You don't have to worry about not working on a particular project, and you don't have to worry about people trying to sabotage you. Is what I'm getting. So some of you are walking or moving in the direction of maybe a new job, new industry, something new, and you don't have to worry about the things that you worried about in the past. I just heard you don't have to worry about draining energies. And it's like you don't see it. It's like you've already mastered it. But continue to do the things that you are meant to do, even though at this time you may not think that you are meant to do them. You're meant to do them. Continue to, my gosh, these cards keep flying out. We have the Five of Swords here. Yeah, you don't have to worry about battles. You don't have to worry about losing battles. Continue to move forward because Spirit is saying right now that you are destined for greatness. Excuse me. You are destined for greatness. And so it doesn't matter what anybody do to you. Um, sabotage your name or use black magic against you. You're here. It's meant for you. Oh, okay. So Spirit told me to turn this card over because we have the Six of Cups in upright position. These are the two cards that just fell out, and the Ace of Pentacles. And Spirit told me to flip the Ace of Pentacles because it was in a reverse. But what I'm hearing is that you have, it's like, remember how I was saying how the prince earlier, how the prince doesn't know that he's a prince? It's almost like you have this wealth coming in from the past. I forgot I got to switch. I got to switch the cards from one camera to the. It's like you have something in the past that's coming towards you. The prince didn't know he was a prince. Once the prince didn't know he had access to all types of royal accounts and guardianships and things. You go from this to that. The prince is finally waking up to who he is, or if you are um, a woman, princess is waking up to realizing that she's a queen. She has access to all these things. Yeah, there were some things. I have the Queen of Wands. This time, the Queen of Wands is in reverse, and the Nine of Cups is in reverse, and the Hangman. Yeah, she. And what I'm getting is that you and again, if you watch tarot enough, you'll know that spirit will interchangeably use sexes. It doesn't mean that you are a woman, right? But it does mean that you were not taking control of your passions. It means I'm hearing you weren't focused, and you weren't focused, and it was causing you to be in this Nine of Cups in reverse energy. You felt unlucky, and that was because you could not see yourself as the prince or princess. This is the Hangman here is in reverse. There were some things about yourself that you couldn't see. It's that energy of when we say make affirmations for yourself. It's like you would make affirmations, but you wouldn't believe it. And because of that, it's like you weren't seeing what you were supposed to have seen. So you were basically living and seeing in an illusion state of being. You're greater than what people say you are. You're greater than what you believe yourself to be. You're greater than those things. And that's the energy that I'm getting, collective, is that you are greater than what you perceive yourself to be, and it's going to come out. It's destined to come out. I had a reading. I said for the first time, but I would say for the first time with a full bone collection. Let me say that I had a reading, and what the reader told me. Shout out to oh gosh, I got to get his name. Hold on, because I do want to shout him out because he was an amazing reader, and I want you all to follow him. Um, I want to say it's the Life Code, but I want to, yeah, the Life Code, but code is spelled Kode. The Life Kode. Please go follow him. He gave me a reading, and there were some elements that I did not talk to him about that he picked up on and shared. Um, and not to say that I was testing him, right? But it that let me know that okay, he's on to something because there were some aspects of the reading that he gave me that I have not shared with anyone that he shared with me, and I said okay. And one of those things was that there was something that is destined to happen for me, meaning it is inevitable, meaning no matter what anybody tries to do or say to deter me away from my destiny, it is destined to happen. It's going to happen. So when people put forth their efforts to go against you, it's almost just like it's like the little puppy who's trying to push his owner to go out the door, and the owner sitting on the couch like this dog is literally pulling my pant leg for me to get up, but we know who's going to win. um the Hierophant jumped out, fell out. The Hierophant, you have been connecting with spirit. So you have been learning some things, spiritually learning some things, spiritually growing in some areas. Whether or not you realize your growth spurt is what I'm hearing now or not, you have been growing and spirit is happy. And because you have been growing, it is taking you to places that you never imagined, that people never imagined for you. And people are going to question, how did you get there? And it's not their business, right? You don't have to tell them how you got there. To a pinnacle's at the bottom of the day. Um, and so it's don't worry about it. Don't worry about the naysayers. It's going to happen for you. It's going to happen for you. Um, think about Joseph in the Bible, right? Joseph, his own brothers, Joseph's own brothers set him up to go to prison. They thought he was going to, at first, they had plotted to kill him or make it seem like he got killed. But they were like, no, let's not kill him. He's our brother. So they decided to send him to prison. And he went to prison all those years, and his gifts, his spiritual connection, that Hierophant energy, you know, set him up for greatness because he now was closer to the king than his brothers and the rest of his family was. And so when the king had this decree, and Joseph heard about it, he was able to say, oh, he was able to interpret dreams. Let me first say that. I don't know why I'm going this route, but spirit has me to go this route for a reason. Um, Joseph was also a dream interpreter. That is also a spiritual gift. Not everybody can interpret dreams. So let me first say that. There was two people. There was what was somebody who worked in the vineyard, and there was somebody who worked in bakery, basically. And I'm giving you the clip notes, the short version. The one with the wine, he said, according to the dream that you had, you're going to die. I mean, no. It was the bread. According to the bread, you're going to die. According to the vineyard guy, you're going to live. He said, okay. So that's what happens. And so while the person was serving the wine to the king, he overhears the king saying, hey, I need somebody to interpret the dream for me. I need like my dream. My dream team that I had, the people that I hired for this job are not doing what they're supposed to do. They're not giving me, it's not setting right in my heart space that they're correct. So the person's like, oh yeah, there's a guy that's in your prison right now that interprets dreams, and he told me that I would be here and that somebody else would die, and that person has been killed, and I'm here. Bring this man out of prison. And so the king gets Joseph out, and Joseph interprets the dream for him, and the king is ecstatic. The king sets him up to be one of his right hand men, from the prison to the right hand man of the king. So, whatever your Joseph experience is, just know that you're getting ready to go. I'm literally hearing this. You're getting ready to go from the poorhouse to the morehouse, meaning you're going to have more than you ever expected, more than you ever dreamed of. And it's going to happen for you in an unorthodox way. But you're going to be set up and you're going to be good. You're going to be, and the unorthodox way is meaning like you have already gone through the unorthodox. You have already gone through your prison system of sorts. You have already gone through the wire, as they say, right? And now it's your time to be set up in front of your enemies. So, take that how it resonates with you. Definitely, definitely know that you are able to do anything that you're asked to do from spirit. Know that you have the capability of making that dream that you have come to be because it's already within you. You just have to learn how to use those tools, and you're going to learn how to use those tools. So thank you for tuning in. If this has resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe. Share it with your friends, share it with your families who you think need to hear this message, because this message is for them. And even if they say, I don't listen to tarot readers, that's fine. Just tell them, like, just listen. Listen to it. It's nothing demonic over here. Okay. I am a seed of light and life. So thank you and be blessed and come back to see me. Bye bye.